Subscribe now to join our community.
Beatrice's heart pounded in her chest as the realization of the eerie situation sank in. She tightened her grip on the phone, fear coursing through her veins. The rhythmic knocking continued, and she strained to hear any sign of the crawling woman Peter had described. "Peter, are you serious?" she whispered, her voice trembling. "I swear, Bea. I saw her. Don't open the door. I'll call the police." "Stay on the line," Peter replied urgently. Beatrice's mind raced, torn between the logical disbelief and the unsettling words of her friend. She turned off the shower, hastily wrapped herself in a towel, and tiptoed to the front door. The knocking persisted, but now it seemed more urgent, more desperate. "Who is it?" she called out, her voice shaking. No response. Only the haunting echo of the relentless knocks. Peter guided her through the next steps. "Look through the peephole, Bea. Tell me if you see anything." With cautious trepidation, Beatrice approached the door, her hand trembling as she reached for the peephole cover. As she peered through, her eyes widened in horror. A disheveled woman, her hair hanging like a curtain, clung to the ceiling. Her eyes were vacant, devoid of any humanity, and she moved with an unnatural, spider-like grace. "Oh my God, Peter. She's there." "What do I do?" Beatrice gasped. "Stay quiet. Don't open the door. I've called the police, and they're on their way," Peter assured her, his voice a lifeline in the midst of the surreal nightmare. Beatrice retreated from the door, her mind racing with fear and confusion. The knocks grew louder, more insistent, echoing through the apartment like a sinister drumbeat. She clutched the towel tightly around her, feeling vulnerable and exposed. Minutes felt like hours as Beatrice waited, her nerves on edge. The ominous silence on the other end of the line heightened the tension. Suddenly, a low, guttural sound emanated from beyond the door, a haunting whisper that sent chills down her spine. "Let me in, Beatrice. I just want to talk." The voice, though distorted and otherworldly, carried a semblance of familiarity. Beatrice recoiled, realizing with horror that it echoed the voice of her friend Peter. The realization twisted her sense of reality, plunging her into a realm where the boundaries between the living and the unknown blurred. "Peter, what's happening? Is that you?" she stammered, her voice a mixture of fear and confusion. "I'm outside, Bea. Just open the door. We need to talk," the voice pleaded, its tone growing more sinister. The police siren wailed in the distance, a welcome sign of impending rescue. Beatrice clung to the hope that help was on the way, but the voice persisted, its words weaving a web of deceit. "You can't trust them, Beatrice. They won't understand. Let me in, and I'll explain everything." Beatrice sank to the floor, her back against the door, desperately awaiting the arrival of the police. The knocks transformed into frenzied pounding, and the voice outside shifted between eerie whispers and distorted pleas. As the police entered the building, the pounding ceased, and the voice fell silent. Beatrice cautiously opened the door, revealing a deserted hallway. Peter, her real friend, stood with the officers, concern etched on his face. "What happened?" Peter asked, genuine worry in his eyes. Beatrice recounted the surreal events, the crawling woman on the ceiling, and the distorted voice mimicking Peter. The police searched the building, finding no trace of the mysterious intruder. The night ended with uncertainty, leaving Beatrice with a chilling sense of unease. In the days that followed, Beatrice couldn't shake off the lingering fear. The incident left her questioning reality, haunted by the possibility of an inexplicable force that had briefly invaded her life. The unexplained events became a cautionary tale among her college friends, a story whispered in hushed tones during late-night gatherings. Beatrice learned to live with the irrational fear that lurked in the shadows, a constant reminder that sometimes, the boundary between the known and the inexplicable is thinner than we dare to imagine.
Join our community. Subscribe for engaging content, like to show support, comment to share your thoughts, and share to spread the love. Let's connect and grow